Hi Internet, I'm John Appleseed. Welcome to my YouTube channel where we do a daily crossword puzzle, sometimes other puzzles or games. But today we've got the Saturday New York Times crossword, posted today, September 20th, 2025. The constructor is Katie Hoody. Will Schwartz is the editor, and I'm your host on the channel, and let's see what we have today. One across is Hell No. One down is Catholic University in Florida, or its hometown. Five-letter city in Florida could be Ocala or Tampa, maybe. Two down, kink. No. Three down, love, 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 and the like. A mantra, maybe? I don't know. Four down, original, plot. No. Five down, connect with a flame. Like an old flame. My old flame, I can't even think of her name. But I never met a girl so magnificent or elegant as my old flame. So I think it's old flame. Connect with an old flame. I don't know what it is. I don't know what any of these others are that I looked at. 15 across is new customs might incite them. No. 17 across, spare, no indulgence. Nope. 19 across, free of typos, say. As I hope this crossword is when we're done. I don't know what it is. 23 across, special blank, be special ops. Like an A ending for Ocala or Tampa. Two down is kink. No, okay, let's try this corner. 10 across. Group that believes in Gelassenheit, which is submission to God's will. Islam means submission to God's will. I wonder if that's it. 10 down, actor Millen of BBC America's Orphan Black. Don't know. 11 down, charcoal and wood for 2. You can use both of those as fuels. Let's get something in the puzzle. 12 down, beverage sometimes topped with whipped cream. Hot chocolate, cocoa. 13 down, drink drunk during the morning after. Maybe. Hair of the dog is kind of slang for an after, a hangover cure involving alcohol, right? Maybe it's hair of the dog. I don't know. 14 down, hidden assets. Nope. 16 across, verso's counterpart. I think that's recto. Recto and verso are the pages in a manuscript, in a bound book. 18 across, prime. Nope. 22 across, layoff. Fire. And 25 across is MLB's third baseman blank Bohm. Don't know that. 20 across, hill folk, informally. Nope, 24 across, secure over. Secure over. Doesn't quite make sense to me. 26 across, chilling. Okay, nothing in the top half of the puzzle except fuels, which I think is wrong because I think verso is recto. In fact, let's take fuels out. I'm more confident about recto. Charcoal and wood could be colors or shades in decorating. Don't know this actor. An iced coffee might have whipped cream on it, maybe? Hidden assets. Sports organization in a 1976 merger. Don't know. I'm chilling for 26 across. All right, it's a Saturday. 30 across, loose sheets in a program. Say, like inserts in a program like at a play or a church service or something. 35 across, sullen swords. Don't know. 37 across, need anything else from me? Nope. 40 across, conference acronym. 43 across, typically exaggerated length of time. I've been waiting for a year. I'm not sure about that. 49 across, watch, unseen. To lurk or ogle. I don't know. 53 across, blank acid, a staining agent used in electron microscopy. Don't know that. 57 across, big names. And 59 across, famous around the world traveler. I would guess Phileas Fogg from Around the World in 80 Days. It looks like it is connected to 34 down, and 34 down is sounds from 59 across. Sounds from a famous around the world traveler. Nope, okay. Not getting anything so far. 30 down, no idea. 31 down, I don't like it in Spanish. Okay. Un poco de suerte para mí. I happen to speak a little Spanish, and no me gusta means I don't like it. 32 down, webmaster, the spider, probably. The question mark indicates it's probably a little bit of a joke, so webmaster probably not internet, but a spider. Spider what? Spider something. If this were a P, then sullen sorts could be mopers, people who mope. Let's put in spider as the beginning. Spider-Man? Maybe. Need anything else from me? Nope, 26 down. Word after chicken or breast. Chicken feed, breastfeed. 27 down. What's wrong? What's wrong is an error. So not the question, but an error is what is wrong. Chilling could be fearful or something like that. 24 down. Big mess. No. Am I done? Need anything else from me, or am I done? Some kind of a rat's nest can be a big mess. My apartments sometimes look like a rat's nest. 40 across. TED conference is a thing. TED Talks, I guess that's something that happens at a conference. Ages. It's been ages since we've last talked. Yeah. Watch unseen. Let's try lurk. 53 across. That's the blank acid. No idea. I'm at a loss, as I was for about the last 5 minutes or so, until we finally started getting a foothold in this corner. 32 down. Webmaster. Acid. Big names could be stars. 59 across. Famous around the world. Traveler. Santa. Travels around the world handing out presents, and then that gives a Spider-Man for the webmaster. Bottom of many an ensemble could be a skirt. Osmic acid, maybe? Farmer's market alternative. Oh, I've seen this before. It's something sourced agriculture, but I want it to be locally sourced agriculture. Or maybe it's... I like osmic acid, not that I've heard of it, but that would be the most logical ending. I don't know what the... Is it community sourced agriculture? I'm taking a guess on that one, but I hope it's right. So 26 across, that's chilling. Fear mongering or something, I don't know. 41 across is seems like it. No, what about this half? 33 across, more constricting. Will probably end in ER. 36 across, hit the horn. To honk, to what? 39 across, Kate and Allie of 1980s TV. I remember that show, don't know what they are. Seems like it. Nope, 45 across, have a standout performance. Nope, 50 across, typically exaggerated quantity. So we had ages as an exaggerated length of time. Exaggerated quantity would be tons, maybe. 48 down, self-effacing personality trait. Ego-less. Ego, I don't know. 42 down, demand upon reaching an enemy border. I don't know. 39 down, phenomenon brought about by seasonal wind shifts. Don't know that. 21 down, B to C, but not A to B. That might be a music, like a half step or a whole step or something like that. 28 down, rare showbiz collections. Nope, 34 down is sounds from Santa, so maybe ho-ho or ho-ho-hos, I'm not sure. It might be an H here, more constrictor. More constricting. Hit the horn. Kate and Allie. Nope. 56 down is result of the 64 Clay Liston fight. Just a three-letter term from boxing, maybe technical knockout, just a guess. 51 down, apple attachment. A stem, attachment to a literal apple, a fruit. 52 down, powdered ingredient in sweet teas and smoothies. Acai, maybe acai, well, that's not powdered, is it? 46 down, some pilgrims. Nope. 47 down, sheets might be placed in them. Like the inserts in a program. I don't know. 48 down, commencement. 46 across is keep to one's self. And 51 across, strip of wood from which a bow is carved. Don't know what that is. Later, for 55 across, I'm out of here, or something like that. 58 across, blow it. So with the exclamation point, I think it's something that you blow, like a smoke pipe or something like that. 60 across, slower, musically, is retardando, or lento just means slow, or adagio, slower, più lento. Could this be an L? It still wouldn't fit. Okay, so southwest corner was kind to us, but we're still having trouble. I see 16 across. I already have a typo in there, so I have to fix that. Let's go back up and try this again. Catholic University. Kink. Love, love, love. That's a Beatles song. Love, love, love. Bum, 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 love, love, love. What is an original plot, or the original plot? Like Cain and Abel? What do you do to connect with the flame? You look them up on Facebook, right? Is there a word for that? To like? The carrier that offered pioneering coast-to-coast service beginning in the 1930s. A carrier, an airline? In the 30s, could it be TWA? That's a 3-letter airline that I think is no longer in business. Let's try it. 7 down, monthly magazine of politics and culture since 1850. The Atlantic has been around roughly that long, I think, but that doesn't fit. What's another monthly magazine? Specialized languages are jargons, or argots. An argot is kind of like a really specialized slang, and then fearsome, maybe for chilling. Hell no. No. Does it end in way somehow? New customs might incite them. Incite them. So we put an S at the end. Does that help for 9 down? Who wrote, humankind cannot bear very much reality. With that S and an O, maybe it's Isaac Asimov? Doesn't fit. He wrote I, Robot and others. I don't know. Why did I want an A there? Because of I wanted an S here for might incite them, so it's probably plural. Spare, no. Indulgence. Hill folk. Hill can also often mean Capitol Hill in the New York Times crossword. So maybe politicians, in an informal way, would call them polls. Don't know this magazine. Don't know that. Secure over. I'm not sure what that means. I'm secure about this personality trait of mine, or I'm tying something. I don't know what it means. 21 down. So this is maybe a semi what is a musical term? B to C is only a, well, to go from B to C would be like a one white key to the next white key, so a half step, a semitone maybe. Have a semitone versus a whole tone. Maybe. More constrictor. Tighter? Fits. T.S. Eliot might fit here. Oh, to secure something over again. To retie. Okay. And what is this? Papers? Don't know this monthly magazine. Is this Screw That or something like that? Harper's Bazaar is a magazine. Okay, yes, I have heard of that. Then let's try Screw That. In olden days, a glimpse of stocking was looked on as something shocking, but now God knows anything goes. So new customs, imposition of new customs duties could inspire trade wars. Let's try that. Connect with a flame is to weld. Okay, literally connect two pieces of metal with a flame and some solder. I think you have to have solder to weld. I don't know. 17 across. Spare no indulgent. To live large. To treat yourself every day. So the original plot of land would be the Garden of Eden, I guess. Original garden plot. Love, love, love. It's a positive review. I love, love, love it. I'm raving about it. It's a rave. Kink can be a crick. I have a crick in my neck. Free of typos. That doesn't look right. Saint Leo. Emend can be to edit something, to take out the typos, to free it of typos. And then special ops. So a crimp is a kink in a hose or a wire, okay? Then St. Leo, I didn't know it was a town, but yeah, I guess that works. Okay, so that's two corners of the puzzle then. 10 across, group that believes in Gelassenheit. Why is it in German? Is there a German, I don't know. Is this Ira? That would fit with Islam, actually. So let's try it. I don't know why we've got Gelassenheit in there in German. Let's try Ira Millen, just a guess. Charcoal and wood are... They are, what, media for painting or something? $12 down. Okay, that doesn't look right for an LC. And I am pretty confident about recto. So let's take out Islam. Let's try iced latte. That can have whipped cream on it. Prime, like a prime number, or it's grade A, it's high quality. Lay off. Idle might fit, to make someone idle, to lay them off. I'm not sure. Don't know Mr. Boehm's name. A drink, drunk, the morning after. And hidden assets. No, still don't know that. Still don't know that. Don't know that. 29 across was sports organization. So I think, just a glimmer, around 1976, didn't the American Basketball Association merge with something else to make the NBA? Let's try that. Hit the horn, maybe toot? Let's try ho ho, as the sounds from Santa, although kind of wanted to have an S on the end. Rare Showbiz collection could be EGOTs, Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. Tootle can be to hit your horn. I tootled my horn, maybe. Is this a belt, a stiff belt? Okay, so I think Well, yeah, let's put in the hair of the dog. So yeah, folk wisdom is that you drink alcohol to cure yourself of a hangover. It's the hair of the dog that bit you. So maybe a stiff belt you might drink after a night on the town. What are hidden assets? Is this Alfie? Kate and Allie. They were mothers. I think they were both divorced or something. Mothers, maybe. But I like stiff belt. Or is it? Enabler. No, I'm not getting any of those. Is this some kind of wares? No. Okay, well, that corner may not go down easily. Seems like it. Maybe reckon so. I reckon so. I guess so. Have a standout performance is to shine. Already saying that SH in my mind as I type. Self-effacing personality trait. In checkers, when you reach the enemy border of the board, you might say king me. A monsoon is a seasonal wind shift. Okay. Maybe I gotta go for, or I gotta dip, something like that. Echoism? Is that a self-effacing person? I never heard of that. Blow it. A smoke. Something. Mano. I don't know. I don't like that. The powdered ingredient. Some pilgrims. Hajis? The commencement is the start. Keep to oneself. A bow is carved from a strut, a slat of wood. All right. What am I missing here? Let me think for a second. A group. It must have a German name or something to do with Germany, right? Otherwise, why would we have a German word in the clue? It could just be a group that believes in submission to God's will. But it is specifically a group that believes in Gelassenheit, and then the constructor has to tell us what that means. So is it like a German name for Islam, which I think is just Islam? Prime can be to prime a pump or prime. No. This were idle, which I don't like. But these could be media. You can use them as an art medium, either charcoal or wood. Prime. Adept. the morning after. If it is not this is some kind of beer. What was 36 across? Hit the horn. Okay, that could be past tense, tooted. Hidden assets, are they rewards? What kind of beer would you drink the morning after? Stale beer. You're cleaning up, you're drinking the what didn't get drunk at the party the night before. Okay, maybe this is Alex or Alec, and there's some kind of cards, hole cards. In poker are cards you have that are not revealed. Maybe this is the Amish. Okay, Gelassenheit could be not German, but Pennsylvania Dutch for submission to God's will. And then Ara, Millen or Ari, maybe what is a prime could be ideal. Will I ever find the girl in my mind, the one who is my ideal? Maybe she's a dream, and yet she might be right around the corner, waiting for me. All right, that is another corner done. We've just got this one left. This where I got a dip later. That's the only three-letter word I can think that fits there. There was another puzzle where dip was used as a synonym for leave, and that was not a word I'd heard before in that sense. And I got that one wrong. Powdered kale can be in smoothies, maybe? I don't like this at all. Menos can mean less in Spanish. So is it, I would think più lento, more slow, but maybe it's less fast. Menos. I've never seen that on a score. Not that I'm a professional singer or anything, but I've done some choir singing. Some pilgrims. And what is a strip of wood? Wanted that to be a kale. You smoke. You blow smoke. None of this makes any sense. You place sheets in a dryer, like those Bounce fabric softener sheets. Keep to oneself. This were an S for some pilgrims. None of this makes any sense. Keep to oneself. Is there something I could look up here? I could maybe Google slower musically. I don't want to do that unless I have to. Commencement. Or the strip of wood from which a bow is carved. I could look up bow making. Okay, let me try. I'm going to pause the puzzle. Keep the timer running, but pause the recording while I look up word for slower in music. And we are back. So slower musically, according to the internet, is meno mosso. Less. Mosso is not a word I've heard before or seen on music sheets, but that works. And then the strip of wood from which a bow is carved is called the stave. Did not know that. All right, so 2 cheats we've used. Does that help? What would be, maybe taro root could be powdered in a smoothie. And then what? I still don't know what you blow. A smoker? And sheets might be placed in. Wow. The commencement is the get-go. Right from the get-go. I got a jet. Then we can put in hajis for people who've done the Hajj pilgrimage in Islam, which is what I thought 10 across was. A smoke ring. You can blow a smoke ring like Gandalf, okay? And you might place a sheet in an oven. And if you keep something to yourself, you hog it. So O finishes the puzzle. Okay, that was a tough one. Did not solve it successfully because I had to look 2 things up. So not much to admire in the puzzle, but let's take a look at the back. So Amish gave me a lot of trouble. That's why it's in German, or probably not even German, probably Pennsylvania Dutch, which is a form of German, I believe, rather than Dutch. Recto turned out to be the key to giving me confidence that that was the correct answer, and then I built all the other answers around recto. Stale beer. I went through several things for what you might drink the morning after. Stale beer took a while for me to figure out. Media for charcoal and wood was very tough. Okay, then down here, stave is a strip of wood from which a bow is carved. And menomosso, I just don't know that. Just from my knowledge of Spanish, I don't speak Italian, but I speak some Spanish. Menos means less, so I think this means less quickly. Mosso must mean kind of jaunty or something like that. And powdered taro root is not something I've heard of either. Okay, well, that was a difficult one. I'm glad we managed to get through it. Let me know what you think, how you did on this one, if you found it easy or difficult, and if you had to look up anything. Look forward to your comments. All right, thanks so much for joining me today. Please come back for more puzzle and games, and I'll see you next time.